All right, everybody, welcome back. We are ready to deep dive today.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be looking at J2 Media Music,
Okay. Yeah.
and specifically, we're going to be looking at their website,
Right.
as always, right? So that's our main source of information.
Yep.
And I guess the goal today is to kind of get a feel for what they do, what they offer,
Sure.
and who they might appeal to, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Pretty good.
let's jump right in.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, like, right off the bat, right at the top,
Yeah.
you see this tagline, music for everyone.
Oh, yeah, that's a bold statement.
I was going to say, bold exclamation point.
Yeah, lots of energy right there.
Yeah, and it's like, okay,
Yeah.
music for everyone, but you say they offer,
Yeah.
like, they list all these genres,
Oh, yeah.
R&B, hip-hop, gospel, country, jazz,
Mhm.
neo-soul, trap,
Wow, that is
you know? It's like, whoa,
ambitious.
can one person or one company really be all things to all people?
Yeah, it's a good question.
Right.
I mean, it certainly seems like they're trying to cater to,
Yeah.
a wide variety of needs.
To everyone. Right.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to be that one-stop shop, like
Yeah.
you said, like a musical library of Alexandria.
I like that. Yeah. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah.
And they also say, they point out right away
Uh.
that
Mhm.
all their music is original, all original compositions,
Right.
and that they use live instruments and digital vocal software.
Oh, interesting. So kind of a mix of
Hybrid, right?
yeah, a hybrid approach.
So I'm really curious to hear what that sounds like,
Mhm.
but I guess we'll find out more about that later.
Oh, yeah.
But then this is something that really caught my eye. Library of over 1,000 tracks.
Wow.
That's a lot of music.
Yeah, that's a hefty library.
Like, I can't even imagine what that must be like.
To have created that much music.
Yeah. Just like, how long does that even take?
Yeah, and the organization of it all
Yeah.
must
Yeah.
be pretty intense.
Yeah.
But, from a user's perspective, an artist's perspective,
Yeah.
that's a gold mine, right?
It's amazing.
Yeah, to have that much variety to choose from.
And it says all of them are available for download.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool too.
Yeah, very accessible.
Then there's this section. It says beats for sale, lease.
Oh, interesting.
So I'm curious, like
Yeah.
from your perspective, what do you think is the appeal of having those two options?
Well, I think leasing is probably a really good option for a lot of artists who maybe, are just starting out,
Mhm.
maybe don't have a ton of money to spend.
Right.
So they can, get access to these beats
Yeah.
without having to pay the full price.
Yeah. It's like renting versus buying, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. You get to use it for your project,
Yeah.
but you don't have to, shell out a ton of cash.
Yeah. And then maybe if it takes off, you can buy it later. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Or maybe you just need it for one specific project.
Right. Right.
And then you move on.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
And this is something that I thought was kind of unusual.
Okay.
It says that all the tracks are unmastered.
Oh, fun.
I don't know. I feel like that's not super common.
Yeah, it's not something you see all the time.
No.
But I think it makes sense in this context because it gives the artists more control, right?
That's true.
So they can take those tracks
Yeah.
and they can master them to fit their specific needs.
Their style, their
Yeah.
sound.
Yeah, exactly.
And they even say download tracks can be mastered upon request for a fee.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's like, yeah, if you
So they've got you covered.
if you don't want to master it yourself, or you don't know how, or you don't have the tools,
Right.
they can do it for you.
Makes sense.
And of course, they have a YouTube channel
Oh, okay.
with some examples of their work.
Cool. So you can kind of get a preview.
Yeah, little sneak peek.
Yeah.
See what they're all about.
Before you commit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, okay, so we've looked at their website.
Yep.
Let's just kind of wrap things up. What are our main takeaways here?
Sure.
What have we learned about J2 Media Music?
Well, I think it's clear that they offer a lot of variety,
Mhm.
right? Like we talked about, they've got a huge library of tracks. They've got all these different genres. They've got flexible purchase options.
Right.
So they're really trying to make their music accessible to as many people as possible.
And across all genres.
Exactly.
Right.
It's pretty impressive, actually.
It is.
I mean, it makes you wonder how this kind of accessibility is affecting the music industry as a whole.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Right. Like, is it making it easier for new artists to break in?
Yeah.
Or is it, leading to a kind of homogenization of sound?
Right.
It's hard to say, but it's definitely something to think about.
Yeah, it's a whole new world out there.
It is.
So for anyone listening, if you're curious, if any of this sounds interesting,
Yeah,
check out J2 Media Music.
absolutely.
Explore their website, see what they're all about.
Give it a listen.
And let us know what you think.
I'd be curious to hear your thoughts.
All right, well, that's it for today's deep dive.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
And we'll catch you next time.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.